Welcome to Journey Filled Lives. Here today, I'm going to follow up from a couple weeks ago. I did how much weight did I lose in 2 weeks? So this one's going to be the 30-day mark. So it'll be 1 month. Basically, I did get sick after I did that last video. I mean, like it's like the day after, or even that night. I got a really bad sore throat, and I mean, it was to the point where it was waking me up. I would cough, it would just wake me up. It hurt really bad. I had to take some. I was taking aspirin, but they told me to stop taking that and take Tylenol. But aspirin does work, but they say taking too much of it can cause stomach bleeding. So I stopped doing that, and I started taking some aspirin. But now, what happened was that after that, a couple days ago, a couple days after I got the sore throat, like 3 or 4 days later, it went up into my ear. I got an ear infection. And so they had to give me antibiotics for that. So when I take the antibiotics, they said I can't fast anymore. So there was like 6 days I couldn't fast. I got up in the morning, I got eggs. I had steak for lunch, and I had eggs at night. So with that being said, even after I got a problem with the ear infection, it went into my eyes. I ended up getting pink eye, and no one else in the house had pink eye but me. So we don't know if it's just virus going up in there and changing everything. They said it might be COVID-19. I'm a dodo. I didn't check it. I didn't have a fever. I didn't have body aches. I didn't have nothing. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to check it for a sore throat. It's stupid. It was just congestion inside my throat up here. It wasn't congested in my chest. And I felt fine. It's just really bad cough, and it just all kept moving up. And recently I just now got the ear infection's completely almost gone now. It's just a little bit of congestion in there. The pink eye, which was in both eyes, it's like really, I wasn't going anywhere doing anything. All this stuff, I've just been staying home, and everything's starting to happen like this after I got sick. So, needless to say, I couldn't eat. I couldn't fast during that time. They wouldn't let me fast. So I'm taking the antibiotics. I had antibiotics for my ear, then I had antibiotics for my eyes, and I had to eat when I took the antibiotics for my ear. And so it was about 6 days. I could not fast out of the last 2 weeks, which was about basically the first 6 days. So in the morning I'd get up, eat eggs, and then I'd have steak for lunch, and then I'd eat eggs at night. And that's how I did it. Within the last 3 days, I've been able to fast, which has been really, really good. I feel so much better when I fast. So I actually did 24 hours. Being on a carnivore diet, you can fast so much easier than when you're eating a lot of carbs. You're just not as hungry. It's so much easier to fast longer. Just eating once a day was easy. It was, I was hungry by the time I ate, but I wasn't like starving to death and had to eat like right now. So basically, yeah, the last 3 days I've been fasting again. So the total weight loss, the total weight loss was 16 pounds. I believe that it would have been more than 16, probably closer to 20 if I was able to fast those 6 days when I was taking the antibiotics. Everything seemed to work out pretty good. My ear's still kind of clogged up a little bit, but it doesn't hurt. My eyes are clear, as you can see. They gave me antibiotics for that too. So last 3 days I've been able to fast. I did a 24-hour fast. It was awesome. I loved it. Just ate once. And in fact, I didn't even eat that much. I think I had 1.5 steak yesterday, and I was full. And so it's just, I don't know. It's getting over being sick doesn't help trying to do everything as far as going into fasting and what you want to eat and stuff like that. For some reason, the last 2 weeks I can't pellet bacon. I don't know what it is. I was on basically beef, bacon, butter, and eggs for the first couple of weeks. Every once in a while I'll throw some tuna in or throw something else like some sardines, something like that. But what ended up happening, I just didn't want the other stuff. All I wanted was beef, bacon, and butter and eggs. And then after a while, I got so much bacon, I couldn't stand it. My palate couldn't stand it anymore. I didn't want to eat it anymore. It was just too salty for me. So I ended up getting rid of that. Now I'm just eating, basically all I'm eating is just beef, and I'm eating eggs, and that's it. I'll have some water. Notice because I've been sick probably, my energy will run down if I'm outside working in the yard or whatnot. So I've been taking the electrolyte drops by Keto Chow. That seems to be helping a lot. I did have some problems when I was sick with palpitations, where you can hear your heartbeat in your head, and you can feel it in your chest, and you can feel it in your fingertips. It's just really weird. I still have it, but it's really minute compared to what it was during that period. I did email Dr. Ken Berry You can actually, if you want to talk to him as well, I mean, he's pretty big on the keto, any of them really, keto, the ketovore, the carnivore diet. And I told him what was going on. He says, oh yeah, you're gonna have some symptoms. It's not a big deal. He said, eat some different salt. So he didn't want me eating table salt like the one with iodine. He wanted me to get the Redmond's real salt. It's Redmond's real salt. And so I ended up doing that, and it does seem to be a lot better, especially with the electrolytes and the Redmond's real salt, and just cutting back on the salt. I'm not getting palpitations as bad. Feeling a lot better. Still a little bit weak. I can only work about an hour or 2 hours, and then I'm just tired, and I want to go back in the house and sit down after I take a shower. So I'll let you know how I feel in a couple more weeks. But so far, 16 pounds, not bad. If I didn't get sick, I believe it would be 20 pounds. My shirts feel better. My skin's not dried out anymore. It used to be all dry on my head and dry. I could, scratch my skin. You could see it. All that stuff's gone away. I can urinate better. I know it sounds stupid, but anyway, yeah, I can urinate better. My prostate gland is not as swollen as it was before. Apparently, when you're on the first couple of weeks on the carnivore diet, you lose a lot of water coming out. And it basically, inflammation goes down. Everything's it's not so inflamed. And that's one of the positives about it is if you can't go to the bathroom and you're a guy, try the carnivore diet. It works. I mean, I can go a lot better on, like I was in my 20s. It comes right out, which is weird to talk about, but I mean, it's a fact. But yeah, what else is going on with me as far as difference? My face looks smaller. Yeah, 16 pounds. There's a lot more things that are, I got off of Nexium. I'm not taking Nexium for the burning in my stomach. Once in a while it'll come up and burn right in here, but that's just because I'm overweight. I mean, I went from 289, now I'm 273, and so it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take probably about 4 or 5 months to be right where I want to be at, I hope. I'll just continue with the 24-hour fasting and just eating, probably at this point, I'm just gonna eat eggs and beef. I'm not gonna eat anything else. Unless, the wife wants me to eat this or that. Sometimes she'll make some pork or something like that, and then I'll have a couple bites of it. But it just doesn't taste that good. Even with the fat on it, So yeah, so I definitely highly suggest if you guys are into, really want to learn more about it, go to Dr. Ken Berry. You can search him on YouTube or just online. He does have a Patreon. You can sign up for that for like $5 a month, and he'll answer your questions. He answered mine. I had some issues, and he told me about the symptoms, and we talked about, different things that was going on with me, and he just told me to keep it up. I'm on the right track. Sounds great. That's what he said to me. So, well, if anybody has any questions, look it up to him. You can leave some questions down in the comments below. Also, please like this video so we can get it out to more people. This carnivore diet works, and no, I did not die, from eating too much fatty steaks or bacon or eggs all the time. Yeah, my cholesterol is going to be high. Whoop-de-doo. The LDL is not a big deal. That's not the problem you need to work on. The LDL is not a big issue. It's a 70-year-old marker. It's not really a marker for heart disease. It's the HDL and it's the triglycerides. You want to get those down on a carnivore diet, or even on a keto or a ketovore. You're going to lose their triglycerides are going to come down because you're not taking in so many carbs, and your HDL is going to go up, which is what you want. You want the HDL up. So, and then the LDL, no one cares about that. You can look it up on Dr. Kim Berry's. He doesn't care about that either. So anyway, that's all I could think of for today. Just please like and subscribe so we can get this out to more people, because the carnivore diet does work. I've lost 16 pounds. My clothes fit better. There's a lot of other benefits I just can't think of right now, but if I can think about it, I'll talk to you. I'll put it in the next video. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye now.